Now, Chase Bank is getting a lot of pushback online after their Twitter account attempted to shame people struggling to get by with a popular meme format. So now let me give you an example of this tweet that was pointed out by Yahoo Finance managing editor Colin Campbell, who found it, retweeted it, and then captured a basically a screenshot as this tweet got deleted within about 30 minutes. So let's take a look here. Why is my balance so low? Oh, make coffee at home. Eat the food that's already in the fridge. You don't need a cab. It's only 3 blocks. Guess we'll never know. Seriously? Yeah. So, okay. A little bit of poor shaming here. Basically telling you, you need to be more responsible with your money. It's not my fault that you have such a low balance, or it's not anybody else's fault. It's your fault. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Be more responsible. Well, now, wait a minute. That's kind of ballsy for a company to say that took a $12 billion bailout from the taxpayers after destroying the economy. No, wait a minute. If only you hadn't bet on all those toxic mortgages, with depositor money. Maybe if you hadn't done that, you wouldn't have crashed the economy and had to ask for $12 billion in bailout money. I'm just saying, take some personal responsibility, Chase Bank. Look, what's funny is I bet maybe this is related to Katie Porter. Katie Porter, I did that segment, I think it was a couple of weeks ago now, where she grilled CEO Jamie Dimon, he's CEO of Chase Bank, JP Morgan, about why some of their employees can't seem to make ends meet. That was a fantastic video in a grill session. Katie Porter is, as always, amazing and gets to the point. And she was basically arguing that, hey, look, your workers are getting such substandard wages that they can't survive in places like California. They just don't make enough money. And so she went down and she broke down the budget for this person that this low wage worker that worked at one of their banks. I was like, what we have after all the bills and the very, very basics to survival, not anything extra, no entertainment budget, no going out to eat budget, she's still $567 short. And she asked Jamie Dimon, explain this. Explain how she's supposed to live when she is $567 short. What is she supposed to cut out of her budget? What is she supposed to cut out? Well, it appears from this tweet that they learned absolutely nothing. This is their answer to that, apparently. And then you want to know what Jamie Dimon made in 2017? He made $28.3 million in total compensation. You know how much of that goes to the lowest paid worker? Not very much. But hey, Chase Bank says, your fault. You don't have money? Your fault, man. You just need to stop spending on coffee and cabs. I'm sure giving up a $5 coffee can make a $567 shortfall. It can end that shortfall in your budget. Now, look, guys, if you don't know me, I'm a penny pincher, right? I am notoriously cheap, but I've also been super poor. And so I've been in that position, and sometimes no matter how cheap you go and how responsible you try to be, if there ain't enough money there, there's not enough money there. I mean, that's personal experience. So I've been there, and so that's why I guess I find this particularly insulting. It turns out it's really, really hard to be poor. It's super difficult and also really expensive to be poor as well. I know so many people right now who, are working their asses off and they're, getting overdraft fees because something comes in and it's unexpected. And here's the bank saying, hey, man, look, if you didn't want to get charged more for being poor, for not having enough money, we're going to charge you money for not having money. You should have been more responsible, man. You should have not gotten that food earlier, even though you worked 12 hours. Sorry. Your fault. Bootstraps. Man. Again, personal experience, right? So now, of course, whenever a big company headed by some super rich guy says something that is so completely out of touch and ridiculous the internet rides in to set them straight. And we're going to start out with a tweet from Elizabeth Warren, which I think you are going to enjoy. I know I certainly enjoyed it. Here it is. Why aren't customers saving money? We lost our jobs, home savings, but gave you a $25 billion bailout. Employers don't pay living wages. Economists, rising costs plus stagnant wages equals zero savings. Guess we'll never know. Yeah. Now let me add that there's probably about half of all Americans that can't actually handle a $400 emergency. And there's a significant number, I'm guessing probably about over half of all Americans don't have $1,000 in their bank accounts. So that's a significant problem. It's not caused by, you're buying too many of those coffees or you're eating too much avocado toast. No, it's the economic situation for those at the bottom is terrible. Is terrible. And there are people that just can't save money, no matter how much they want to. They just don't have the money. They just don't have the money. Now, there's more. Again, fun tweets here. We go to this one. John Green says, why is their balance so low? Rent, student loans, gig wages from the gig economy, avocado toast. They've been buying that avocado toast again. Yeah, millennials, why can't you be more responsible? Yeah. More tweets here. Forklift operator Klaus says, Chase, you guys need a new avatar. Public Citizen says, bank that pays its CEO $31 million and received a $12 billion bailout after crashing our economy tells poor people to stop being so irresponsible with their money. Yes. Mike Renetica says, remember when Jamie Dimon, the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, couldn't figure out how to live, even an austere lifestyle, on the salary of a Chase bank teller? You know what? I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Thor Benson says, I feel like Chase Bank's new Eat Dirt Peasant slogan is a little on the nose. And finally, Ivan the K says, Wells Fargo Bank, we're the most embarrassing big bank. Chase Bank, hold my beer. What is it with these giant banks being so incredibly out of touch? They are, and they don't understand how the economy works, which is sad because a lot of them view, how the banks and how Wall Street are doing as a measure of the economy. And look, when it comes to helping poor people out, this does not help. You know what helps? Raising wages, fair workplaces, instituting unions. That's the stuff that helps. Not any of this crap. Hey guys, hopefully you enjoyed that free video. Now I'm going to have to ask you a favor. Between the demonetization and the YouTube algorithm messing around with view counts, etc., we're having a hard time adjusting to the new YouTube reality, which is where you guys come in. See, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/TYTNation, set up to help us rely on you guys, the viewers, instead of big corporate ads. Look, you know the show. You know how I'm not in favor of big corporations anyway. So help us transition away from relying on the ad model to pay the bills and sign up to be a patron, patreon.com/TYTNation. That goes a long way to help us keep the lights on. And you guys will know that you're supporting independent, progressive media.